How did Royce da 5'9" become financially free? We're going to be going through both his music and business investments. Starting with some background, Royce da 5'9", born Ryan Montgomery, is a Detroit-based music artist who took the game by storm, both solo and in groups. In 1997, Royce would get introduced to rising star Eminem to form the group Bad Meets Evil, first appearing on that track title on Eminem's Slim Shady LP. From this, the opportunities would come pouring in, including record deals, solo ventures, and multiple group ventures, including the supergroup Slaughterhouse and the duo with legend DJ Premier in Prime. Things were not always easy for him though, having many issues with himself and the law, and it is great to see the personal success that he has risen to. It is no doubt that he has made himself a staple in music with great business outside, which has me excited for this video. Going into music, Royce da 5'9" has released over 22 projects throughout his career, first starting off with his debut album Rock City in 2001. Up to that though, there were many singles and collaborations to push his name out there. He has gone platinum once with his 2011 collaboration project with Eminem, Held the sequel for Bad Meets Evil. More recently, we have seen albums like The Book of Ryan released in 2018, The Allegory in 2020, and a recent compilation album in 2022 with the Heaven Experience Volume 1. His album sales may not be reaching the hundreds of thousands, but he has been consistently selling around 20,000 first week each release, which is solid income for him and shows the long-term influence that he has. Throughout all of this time, he has bought back his ownership to music, which is an investment in itself. Something that needs to be mentioned is the writing that Royce has. He has written songs for names like Dr. Dre, Diddy, and others, which is another income stream within music. As for Royce da 5'9"'s label history, he first signed a $1 million record deal with Tommy Boy Records in 1998. He chose this label over being signed to Dr. Dre's Aftermath for $250,000 and unlimited beats. In 2016, Royce would talk about regretting that decision, saying that it was a short-term financial decision, but the advice and work he could have made with Dre could have put him in a different place today. Still, with the deal he chose, he found long-term success in both music and business. After Tommy Boy Records closed its doors, Royce would move around to a few labels: Columbia Game Recordings, the independent label MIC, Shady Records, and now the Heaven Studios. Each label he was on was at a different point at his career. For example, signing with Shady Records alongside his Slaughterhouse group. With each deal came a new chapter in Royce da 5'9"'s career, which pushed his longevity in the game and bringing more opportunities to his door. Currently, he is working on developing his own artists on his label, the Heaven Studios, bringing his label experience full circle. These opportunities outside of music are some which I am most excited to talk about, so let's get into his investments. When talking about investments, Royce da 5'9" is invested into the cannabis industry. In August 2022, Royce da 5'9" invested and signed a brand deal with the new premium cannabis brand Players Only. Some other names that come into play in this business include Raekwon, Quavo, and others. For Royce, this brings his brand / strain Heaven to be sold within the Michigan market. Players Only will be launched specifically in Michigan, but there have already been talks about plans to expand in the future. This investment necessarily hasn't paid off yet since Players Only was just announced. However, this is a big opportunity that Royce is a part of to grow from. Another business move I found interesting by Royce da 5'9" is in this year of 2022 when he announced that fans could purchase streaming royalties to his Book of Ryan song Caterpillar. This is done through blockchain technology for fans to purchase small amounts of ownership, also getting access to exclusive content. We are seeing this become more common in music, with artists releasing an album as an NFT, which comes with backing promises from an artist. It has paid out for others in the past like Currency, and paid out for Royce, having all available royalties sold out in minutes. This allows fans to actually invest into an artist's catalog, which is beneficial for building growing/retaining fans and pushing how people consume music towards the future. Seems like over the past few years we have seen a shift towards investing in artists like stock through their catalogs. I have a full video for catalog investments that will be in the description below. Putting his royalties up for purchase like this may sound risky, it can be, but starting small with a song and building is something that will push Royce and music consumption into the future. This leads me to the question, what is next for Royce da 5'9"? I have no doubt that we will continue to get music from him, whether it's solo or in groups. He has talked about wanting to make more with Eminem and Bad Meets Evil. A big focus for him in music right now is artist development and mentorship through his label, The Heaven Studios. In a recent Breakfast Club interview, Royce discussed how he is looking to create better opportunities for the upcoming generation of artists. As for investments, we will have to wait and see how Player's Choice plays out. It will be interesting to see if other royalties of his will be up for sale, like we saw with Caterpillar. Going forward, I can see more diverse investments being built up in his portfolio as new opportunities keep knocking. What is next for Royce da 5'9"? Continue development for himself and others to leave his name as a legacy in and outside of music. In summary, Royce da 5'9" has been in the game for over 20 years now, finding success in multiple areas. It was not a smooth road for him, having to fight for himself, but he proudly made it through. Royce has found consistent success within music, which was critical for his longevity, not only in music, but in the business world as well. If there was one thing that stuck with Royce throughout his career, it was a quote drilled in him from Dr. Dre: "Money is easy to make, but harder to keep." That is something very true that can be applied to anyone for money management. Following this advice with his music and business ventures was how Royce da 5'9" became financially free. And that is how Royce da 5'9" became financially free. I hope you found this video informational. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, as well as let me know who I should talk about next. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.